The American Legion would like to present gift certificates to our essay finalists. So if I call your name, please come forward. Our finalists were Zach Crowder, Sophia Ward, Jackson Chandru, Kennedy Ward, Carly Williams, Haley Talbot, and Katie Palmer. And then they generously gave $25 to our third place winners, but our judges thought they did so well they actually picked two. So Dane Williams and Andrew Pickett. In second place for $50 was Easton Topper. And finally, our first place winner won $75, Zoe Bottle. We'd like to give a round of applause to our winners and to all of the students who are participating in our contest. One more round of applause to the American Legion for sponsoring our essay contest and for all of those that gave their time in judging our contest.
John Abrams was the eighth of 12 children born and raised in Wisconsin, Idaho by Dean and June Abrams. As a young boy, he loved camping, swimming, and anything that kept him outdoors. He was taught how to work from a very young age by having a job as a cable boy and working at his father's gas station. He graduated from Preston High School and then attended Ricks College for the following year. Mr. Abrams served a volunteer mission for his church in London, England. After returning home, he met and married his best friend, Darlene. They moved to Logan, Utah, where he graduated from Utah State University in business education. Mr. Abrams began his career in education in a small town in Beaver, Utah, where they spent 1 year. They then moved around a few times before gratefully accepting the superintendent position in the lab. Mr. Abrams has been a superintendent for a total of 20 years in Shelley, Idaho, Starville, Wyoming, Pine Bluff, Wyoming, and now Moab, Idaho. He says they love the lab and are excited to be here. The Abrams have 5 children and 13 grandchildren.
Colonel Abrams joined the Army National Guard between his junior and senior year in high school at the age of 17. He attended basic training that summer at Fort McClellan, Alabama, and cook school at Fort Lee, Virginia. In 1985, he began officer candidate school and was later commissioned as a young second lieutenant. He held many jobs in the National Guard and Army Reserves. He served as unit cook, fire direction officer, executive officer, and commander. His favorite job was being commander of the officer candidate school. In 2005, Colonel Abrams was mobilized to New Orleans for 6 weeks to assist with cleanup efforts of Hurricane Katrina. It was a very humbling assignment. He had 3 sons who also served in the National Guard, 2 who were deployed to Iraq. After 28 years of service, he retired as a lieutenant colonel, feeling grateful for the privilege and blessing of serving this great country.
This is my least favorite type of speaking assignment. It's very humbling to speak to anybody on Veterans Day. Before I get to my official notes, I'd like to turn on the lights if you could. And I'd like any of you who have a brother or sister, a father or mother, an aunt or an uncle who served in the military to stand up. recognize the veterans, but sometimes we forget the many who stay behind. Husbands, wives, children, parents. It's no small task to stay home. And to you, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Okay, there we go. What do they look like? At top corner is two of the women pilots of World War II. Didn't know about them. Picture over there is my son handing out gifts to people in Iraq, to the kids. Here is a group of kids from Shelley High School, where I was the superintendent and principal, but we're all going to Iraq together. And then that lot of pictures, a group that is in Iraq, including my son. Yes. This is Mr. Salgado. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, but sometimes veterans like to go for bike rides. This is a picture of him in Iraq with the kids. This is my son who was engaged. Well, he was on his honeymoon when he got the call that he was going to Iraq. But this is that same group from Shelley that all joined together and all went to Iraq together. This is my son, 6 of his cousins, and 3 others who were leaving for Iraq in 2 weeks after this picture. And that's their grandmother. So what does a veteran look like? Well, it depends upon the day, and on where they're at. Next. 1 in 4 of homeless men in America are veterans. And so I so appreciated the young man and his mother who reached out to a homeless veteran. Not easy to be a veteran. Not easy to come home. Sometimes things don't go quite like you want them to. Yes. Why did someone choose to join? I talked a little bit about that, but back in the day, you might have been drafted. That's why a lot of people serve. Money from home, wanted to get away. A lot of family tradition. A lot of people serve in the military because it's just what their families do. As was mentioned, I served in 3 of my 4 sons who served. So they all love their country and they want to be challenged to be better. Okay. I want to tell you about Caesar. Caesar was born in Mexico. His parents wanted a better life for him. So when he was 3 years old, they immigrated. I want to share with you Caesar's thoughts about why he joined the military. I joined the military because I wanted to serve this great country. Being an immigrant from Mexico, and my parents and extended family also came from Mexico, I felt like I wanted to give back to the country who had given me so much. When he was a kid, he was asked what he wanted to do when he grew up. He said, I want to be a soldier. And he grew up to be an amazing soldier. And then he shared these 2 thoughts I want to share with you. No one should ever want to go to war. But I wasn't scared when I was called. Most of the people that were around in Iraq were glad we were there. And they were given the opportunity to vote for a leader for the first time in their lives. And then this last thought from Caesar. Years after I'd already joined the military, I realized that the freedoms we fought for in Iraq were the same that many had fought for in America. We could not enjoy the liberties and the freedoms that we had were it not for our veterans. Next. Now this next one, some of you may know. His name is Leland Cottle. He grew up in Stone, Idaho. He went to school in Stone until 8th grade. He says, I graduated from Stone in 8th grade. When he was 20 years old, Leland was drafted and went to the Korea. themselves. He said, Leland, what do you remember about coming home? And he said, I got off the ship. I walked the ground on ship's deck. He said, I couldn't imagine ever living anywhere other than the United States. Now, Leland's an older guy now. He's 92. He's also my wife's husband. He's also my father's grandchildren. And to this day, he would tell you that he feels so blessed to live in a country where right now it's just a little bit crazy. But as was mentioned in one of the speeches, so much better than anywhere else. They're just better. What do the veterans I know tell me about their service? Slide.
Yep.
I will never forget how it changed. They made lifelong relationships that they will forever treasure. And you know what? People ask me all the time, do you miss serving in the military? I don't miss sleeping in the desert. But I do miss the soldiers I serve. The freedom we enjoy in this country are second to none, and we must not ever forget that. They fought for everyone's freedom, every citizen, not just the ones we agree with. That's what makes this country great. So we can have differences of opinion. We need to respect those differences. How do we honor our veterans today? You know what? I asked them how they wanted to be honored. I thought those of you who gave the speeches today did a fantastic job. Show respect to the flag. When given the opportunity to express gratitude, when I went into the store today to get a drink, I went to pay for it. I was in uniform. They said, not today. Not today. We buy. Demonstrate the respect for others and continue pursuit of privilege we have been afforded in a way that we can respect others and their different opinions. And last, have respect for others. Let's be people who come together to solve problems, not to fight with each other. I am so proud to have served. And I'm so proud to work in a profession where I get to hang out with future soldiers, if it suits me. And I'm so proud to live in this community of the land, where patriotism runs rich. Thank you very much.
We will now watch a slide presentation of our Oneida County veterans
have served